Can you really believe that we made it through 2020 without an alien invasion? Because I still feel like we haven't made it through yet. I still feel like it's like December 32nd right now. Anyway, welcome back to Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Works Randomizer stuff. I forgot which world we were going to go to, so let me go check that now. I have the list in the Discord. I really should just make a note of it on my PC, but instead it is here in the Discord. There's not a lot of activity, especially in the Kingdom Hearts channel, so it doesn't really matter that much. Last time we did Damix, I remember that because I didn't cut anything, and we talked a lot about the Master of Masters, so today we're going to go to Syax, which I don't know which world this is. Which world will this be? I don't know. Okay, for some reason or another, we're in the Pride Lands, which shouldn't be an issue because this time I'm actually prepared for that level to become one. That literally does not matter because I already have final form. Maybe it's a good Keyblade though, who knows? Let's see, we can't go into... Do we want Leaf Racer, but get rid of a decent amount of our magic, but get better strength in the process? Let's take a look at our stats before we make a decision, right? So, that is... It might not be... Look at my defense, it's 12. That's why I keep getting killed. Let's open the other chest around here. Of course, it's a Mithril Stone. First, and I'm gonna stick with the ultimate weapon for now. Also because it has a longer reach. It's a very minor thing to worry about. A Keyblade's reach, that is. But it is a thing that actually does factor into the gameplay experience. More so than you might actually... Wow! I'm dealing so much more damage against these guys than I was last. Last time I was like level 10, admittedly. Now I'm level 40, I think. Maybe level 30, never mind. No, actually, that's not only goofy. They don't level up as quickly as I do. I'm pretty sure I'm like level 37. Let's check. I'm 37 exactly. Holy crap. It's time for some chests before we go ahead and cut to whatever we need to cut to. And that is nothing. Sleeping Lion. That is very topical to be put in the Pride Lands. Hopefully that's actually a bit of a better Keyblade than 2 Become 1. Then again, 2 Become 1 wasn't necessarily a bad Keyblade because it does have Leaf Brace on it, and it has, I think, potentially the strongest physical attack. I have a map of the area. Okay, sure. I think that's all the chests, so... we were supposed to be collecting these as well. Maybe I have enough puzzle pieces to finish one of the puzzles so far. That would be kinda... I hate emulator input delay. It's only like a frame or two, but it sometimes throws you off with very precise jumps like that. So, let's... Good enough. I'll see you guys when I need to see you. Which is at some point somewhere with some chest. Presumably. There's some chests around here, so let's overshoot that. I like drifting with Lion Sora, which is a really weird... It's fucking of course it is! How many synthesis items are you going to give me? A lot, apparently. I swear to God, if this is a synthesis item, I'm going to lose my... It's Dodge Roll, which I cannot use right now. But that does remind me. Sleeping Lion. How are you? Combination... Oh, you are actually the worst! No, literally... Well, I guess you could technically have a 0-0 stat, but... and it doesn't even have a great ability. That is literally the worst Keyblade we have. That is pathetic. Is there any more chests around here? We should get out of here. Can we go into Rafiki's little cave area? We can. I think there's a chest in here as well. Maybe not. I seem to remember there being a chest in here. Apparently, I was mistaken. So now we go talk to Simba, and then we come back here. I never realized how short of a world this world actually is. It's probably because it's an optional world, which, as a kid, I did not realize that this was an optional world. It took me a long time before I realized that Bright Lands, totally optional. Both visits to it. It's real weird. I learned the dash ability. I already had the dash ability, but thank you very much anyway. And that's high jump level. Okay, so when we are actually normal Sora again, we're going to be in a real good shape because we'll have a better dodge roll and a better high jump. Which is exactly what we want. Well, actually, we want, like, I don't know, not Mithril stones. I don't know what I want at this point. I'm pretty content. I would very much like to have second chance and once more, not dependent on another berserk charge. That actually, if you have one berserk charge, you might as well equip as many as possible because the damage from them, I believe, stacks. Don't quote me on that, but I think the damage increase you get from berserk charge does stack if you have multiple equips, because usually within the normal game, you can actually stack them as well, because you've got an item, the Keyblade that gives you that, and then also Sora can learn it from himself from leveling up, I'm sure. Well, I'm not sure, I'm pretty sure. So I think it's programmed in to be able to stack. So presumably, just equipping 2 of them on Sora should also stack. Or maybe even equipping more than 2, potentially. Quick run level, we're getting so many growth abilities. It's, I don't mind it, don't get me wrong. I like it. I don't like quick run. I'm very glad that in Final Mix they actually added dodge roll again, because it's... Wow. There you go. Because it's so much better than quick run, right? But quick run is, it's decent, you know. Have I really gotten 2 Orichalcon Plus so far? Already? I'm not going to get enough. Well, with the synthesis material I'm getting, I might actually get enough to synthesize the ultimate weapon. At which point, I am still very curious if I would actually get the ultimate weapon. Because last time we did try to synthesize some items, and the normal items you can synthesize didn't get randomized. So would weapons get randomized when you synthesize them? I'm assuming no. So that would be a way to get potentially 2 ultimate weapons. It would be a very tedious way, because you would have to find all the Orichalcon Pluses, assuming there still is enough. Hello, Thunder Element. Assuming there still is enough to go around, and then also get all the synthesis materials while everything is randomized. Those synthesis materials are usually heartless drops, oftentimes, which I don't think have gotten randomized. So that might actually help things out a little bit. Still. Oh, we did get a synthesis recipe, I think last episode or the episode before that, which was a dummy recipe. I hate this puzzle piece. It is the most piece of shit puzzle piece in the world. It's actually... That's what I mean! It's horrible. I despise it with the entirety of my being. Let me try again. And this time I overshot! I'm not going to bother you guys with me trying this over and over and over again. We're just going to cut ahead until I actually get it, which might be this try. It might be 10 tries from now. You guys will never know. Thank you. Never mind. Okay, Moogle time. Let's see what we can actually maybe synthesize something that you usually cannot synthesize. That would be very, very interesting. A lot of materials have been handed over. I got an AP boost, because of course I did. Another AP boost, because of course I did. These have not been... Another AP boost, because of course I did. Let's see, recipes. Do I have... I don't think any of these are unusual to have. Is there anything that I can synthesize at all? No, there is not. I've been getting so many synthesis materials and still not enough to actually make something. That is kind of pathetic. A palace map. Sure. I also had a look at the puzzles, and some of them I actually have like half the pieces for. I still don't know if the rewards are randomized or not. I mostly just want to figure that out to know whether or not I should be collecting these puzzle pieces. You can't jump over that. I still make that mistake all these years later. And we've got a palace map, which might be the single most instrumental thing that has ever happened to us in this entire series so far. Because I don't even know which palace it is. Presumably that is Agrabah, because every other like royalty we have castles, not palaces. But it doesn't matter, because we're in the Pride Land now and we're all lying. So let's go beat up Scar, and I don't know what we're going to do for the rest of the episode. Maybe the next world. This, again, it's a short world because it's an optional one. The optional ones are always short, which the second visit is even shorter, if you can believe that. But we have 2 boss fights here. I forgot about that. So this might actually take a bit longer. I was going to say, I'm assuming this one isn't randomized because I don't think it was last time. So it's not actually 2. Well, it is 2 boss fights, but only one of them is going to be randomized. I've been thinking about the next randomizer already because it's going to be a while. This is like episode 8 or something like that, and these take like 15 to 20 episodes to do the full game, generally. So it's going to be a while, but I've been thinking about the order in which I want to do the worlds next time. And I was thinking I can either do them based on my top 20 Kingdom Hearts or Organization 13 members video, which I think won't actually go up this month, because I've been taking it easy over the holidays. I could have been editing that video instead. I didn't. So I'm kind of behind on that video. I do already have a retrospective for Rayman Arena, Rayman Rayman Racing, whatever you like to call it, ready to go. So I probably will just upload that one and give it a bit more time. But if I do that, I don't think I can really use that order to decide which order to do the organization members in. So I was thinking instead, maybe I can just do it like this. I go into a random world in the first episode, and then when I run into an organization member, which on average I'll probably run into a organization member like every other world at least. When I run into an organization member, I go into that organization member's world next. So if I run into Zigbar in the first world, I'm going into Zigbar's portal. This also is not a great time for me because this is a second visit boss fight, and it has reaction commands which I cannot use because, as you might have noticed, I am a lion. Also cannot use final form against it, which sucks as well. So let's do a very reflective strategy. This might be impossible. This might be impossible as a result of... You know what, let's just use Wildcat. Because that might be the only way to get through to this. There's the fact that we cannot actually use reaction commands. It might be... Well, it doesn't look like it's impossible because I did like a bar and a half of damage there. And we are still dealing a crap ton of damage. And we have Berserk Charge, I now remember, which is really good for mid-air combos. But now we're not dealing any damage against him anymore, which is a bit too bad, but he's almost dead, so this was very anticlimactic. I probably should equip the other Berserk Charge as well, and I realize. This is a very good way to at least be invulnerable, until I can do this again. Or do this. Frankly, I think this might be a better option to go with. Just use Wildcat. That somehow gets through to your actual HP. That was surprisingly easy. Surprisingly easy indeed. The next one down the list should be Xemnas. But as there only one visit to the world that never was, we're going to skip that one until the end of this series. So I guess we just go into the next world now, which is Zaldin's world. After we try to equip Berserk Charge, and I'm just going to do some off-screen stuff. I've got 9 AP boost. Okay, that's going to take a while to decide what to do with that. I do not need to become one because I already have Leaf Bracer. Again, abilities can be on weapons. They can be duplicated apparently. It's not just a shuffle, it is a true randomizer, as I learned in the last episode. And this is the abilities I chose to go with. Anti-Haste Ga, Anti-Haste... I already had, I think. Anti-Haste Ra, Anti-Haste. And because just... I want to be able to heal quickly. And the second Berserk Charge. And do I have anything that's just 1 AP? I do not. So... that'll be what we use to go into Zaldin's world, which... I assume is base castle, but I don't know for sure. Let's find out together, shall we? It is base castle. Okay, so this is going to be ridiculously easy. There's going to be 3 boss fights, actually. Oh, there's going to be a lot of boss fights here. This is going to be fun. Also, being able to do this against these weak-ass Heartless is going to be real fun. I'll see you guys with something interesting. I'm going to cut out a lot more than usual in this world because I want to finish the entire world within this episode still. Look at me going in the right direction the first try. Usually I first go to the wrong wing and Dark City map. The water never was, yeah. Usually I go to the wrong wing first and then have to backtrack all the way here. This time I actually did it right. This is like my 20th time playing this game. I think this might be the first time I'm actually going in the right direction the first time, which is a bit embarrassing, admittedly. Yeah, it is. Another AP boost, great! Because I actually still have abilities that I want to equip. I'll do that in a moment though, because who knows, maybe I'll get more AP boosts and I don't have to go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth into the menus. That being said, there's some chests I want to get around here before we move on, which, point in case, another AP boost! And sliding, didn't we have sliding dash yet? Because if we didn't, that's actually a really good... Another AP boost! I feel validated. Some things are more useful than others, admittedly. And fire elements, which also not bad. Can I jump over you because I have maneuverability more than you? No, I cannot. Was worth a try. Was worth a try. Now, let's skip over this quick time event cutscene minigame thing because it's boring and tedious and annoying. Oh my god, Limited Mushroom is amazing! I don't know what auto change is for an ability, but it's got 9 strength, so I'm all about that. I also don't know what Protect does for the Nobody Guard, but this one's got more strength, so you just kinda gotta go with that. Does Donald have anything? I mean, I guess he does. Hyper Healing or Thunderbolts. I guess we'll just go with the stronger one of the two. I was in the middle of this and I actually fucked it up. I was just pressing this button way too much. So I figured let's go into the menu and do some ability stuff. I'll see you guys with the boss fight. Which I don't think this one is actually going to be randomized now that I think about it. Yeah, it's not randomized, so I'll see you guys after this boss fight, because it's not going to take long. Let's be honest here, it's not going to take long. I'll show you. I'll show you how not long this is going to take. Especially now I have sliding dash. I very much would like explosion. That is a thing that I would like to get. You are forced to do this entire routine twice though, at least, I believe. You can't finish this boss fight off in just one of these phases, but that's fine. Maybe you can when you have an absolute disgusting amount of damage. So apparently we just... Nope, he automatically goes back into the door. I'll see you guys with the next chest, because that's what you're here for. It's chests and boss fights. It's not the things that you've already seen me do a billion times, because this game is older than time itself at this point. We got the last Reflect element upgrade. Okay, so now we've got Reflager, which means we are literally unstoppable, because we've got a speed up for MP recharge on 3 different levels. We've got arguably the best spell in the game on full upgrade. We have quite a lot of MP as well. I think we'll be fine. Just Q Lingering Will. I know I've disabled Lingering Will, and I mean, what did you expect me to do? Just like have one world blocked off because it has a Lingering Will in a very small arena? We got an area dodge upgrade, okay. Because obviously that wasn't going to work out. It's the same with the data organization fights. Literally last time I didn't complete all of the worlds because one of the first visits of the worlds had Data Axel in it, and another one had Data Zolden in it, and that just means that I cannot complete those worlds. You know what? I can probably just... No? Okay, maybe. This might be the first time in a while that I don't get through to this on my first attempt, which would be a bit too bad, I guess. Dude! There you go. I don't think I'll be able to... I don't know why I'm giving commentary over this, honestly, because I was supposed to keep this a short section of the video. It's not happening right now, is it? While we wait on the teapot, we might as well open these chests so that I don't forget later. We have synthesis materials. Of course we do. You're taking your sweet-ass time, aren't you? Where are you? Dude, can you just hurry the fuck up? Your friend is gonna... You know what? Never mind. I swear to God, if you... I fucking hate you. I hate your guts. Because you're a slow-ass bitch. Now you gotta hop all the way back there with me to heal him. And then we gotta get all the way back again. And I can't get, like, ahead of you because you'll get confused and waste my fucking time. I hate you. This chest better be fucking worth it, is all I'm saying. Hades Cup trophy, that is definitely not worth it. This chest better be worth it. It is a magic boost, which... Actually, I'll take that. I'll gladly take that. Thank you. An AP boost. Also, happy about that, I guess? Maybe a bit. Yeah, sure. MP Rage. Isn't that MP Restore when you get hit? I tend to get hit quite a bit. This should be randomized. It's not. Another non-randomized boss. What do you know? I don't really need to use the wake up command because I can just annihilate the beast. That's a real fast boss fight. Usually it's a fast boss fight, but not this fast. Max HP increase. I finally have the amount of max HP that you usually get in critical mode. I think that's roughly where I'm at this point. Halfway through the game. And we are not on critical mode, by the way. Not even close. I think we're on standard? We might even be on beginner, honestly. I don't think we're on beginner. We might be. I don't know. Shaman's Relic. Donald, you had a pretty good thing going there, but I think you still don't have Cure. So that kind of scares me, because this might just be the thing that gives you Cure, in which case, MP Haste. Yeah, sure. 100%. That's even more important for Donald than it is for me, because he tends to get hit a lot. And he's also the person that's supposed to heal me. But he doesn't. Mostly because I don't think he has Cure yet. But still. Anyway, it's time for a boss fight, I think. Matter of fact, it's time for 2 boss fights, potentially. This one isn't randomized either. Okay. It's probably because if you put him in another spot, he becomes impossible to beat because he just goes out of the map. Also, he interacts a lot with surroundings here, so it makes sense why you wouldn't have this one randomized. I guess it does. Hopefully the next one... I think the next one should be randomized, at least. There's so many boss fights in this that just refuse to be randomized. It's kind of annoying. I was kind of looking forward to having a lot of randomized boss fights here, but... it was not meant to be, sadly. Just like 2020 was not meant to be a good year. We're in 2021 now. It's exciting. It really isn't. it's literally just like a day later than it was yesterday when we just called it 2020. It's very arbitrary, okay? There's like still a killer virus going around. Donald Trump is still, not for long, but still the president of the United States. We still have like a lot of other issues going around the entire world. 2021 isn't a magical fix to our problems. It is something that can motivate some people to maybe like try to do like something good for once in their lives for like a month. At least the gyms won't be packed full, right? Because the entire world is still in lockdown. So that'll probably happen like March instead. You really shouldn't have betrayed us. Hello, Zigbar. I wonder how you work in this map. Are you going to clip me through the floor again? Because I think that's what you did last time, and I didn't really appreciate that, honestly. Let's see. Seems like the answer to that question is no. And you also have a ridiculously low amount of HP because we're in Beast Castle, and apparently you scale to the world you're in, more so than like specific triggers during the game, which I didn't actually realize until now, I don't think. Anyway, I have Reflect. I still do not have Guard, which is way more useful for this fight, but Reflect will, to a certain extent, do, I guess. I might just... You know what? Definitely wrong thing to use. I think Final Form might be a decent way of just absolutely annihilating Zigbar. His first HP bar. And also a large portion of his second. You know what? That actually kind of ended up working out decently. Probably should have waited until my MP reached 8. Wait a second, I can just stand here and that should keep me safe, right? In theory. I think it will. Hold on. Oh no, that keeps me safe. that is great. I love that. Not dealing a lot of damage against him though. So his HP scales to the world, but it doesn't seem like his defense necessarily scales the same way. Very interesting little observation there, at least. You know what? I think this deals damage to you, more so than anything else I can do. So, please do feel free to let me kill you this way. Maybe that doesn't deal damage, because that should have definitely... Yeah, that doesn't deal damage, never mind. Do I have Thunder? I have Thunder. Wait a second. Thunder is probably a better way to deal damage. Probably should have equipped Thunderburst if I wanted to do that. But these Warp Snipes will deal very pathetic damage, but damage nonetheless. Okay, so really the only decent way to deal damage against this dude is with Final Form. Because everything else I'm doing is not really doing all that much in comparison. Let's get out of here. This is a very easy attack to avoid suddenly. It's kind of anticlimactic, but I don't mind it too much because I'm safe and I like not dying. Beast died, but really, who cares? If you do, I'm very sorry. I do not. He did heal me though. He's a nice dude. He did heal me. He didn't help me against Zigbar, so doesn't really get you much. He's alive again. Now let's have him die. He used a potion or a healing spell, maybe, on himself. So fuck him. If you're not saving me, you're not worth anything to me. I can save myself. It's just a very slow and tedious process, but I can take out Zigbar by myself. I don't need any help. Come on. Come on. I very much like aerial recovery. That's one of those abilities that you get so early on in the usual game. As a matter of fact, I think you pretty much get it. You get it before your first boss fight, ever. The only enemies you ever face without aerial dodge, unless you choose not to equip it, in which case, what the hell is wrong with you, are just dusks. And for that one, you shouldn't really be getting hit that much, or knocked into the air for that matter. It's another one of those abilities that you don't really realize how important it is to have max MP increase again and AP boost, because everything we get is either a synthesis material or an AP boost. I don't know what this randomizer is, but that is what things are like, apparently. And that is the end of the Beast Castle. We got, case in point, Blazing Stone. Anyway, first video of 2021. It's been an interesting one. We've done 2 worlds. Next episode we're gonna go, let's just check so that I can maybe remember next time. Luxord's world, which he appears in Pirates, but I think we've already done Pirates, so I don't know. I guess we'll see. over the next week, there will be a bit of extra content. This Sunday, we'll have that Rayman video. Then throughout the next week, somewhere at some point when I have the time to do it, there will also be a retrospective of 2020 for the channel. How things went well, which things didn't go so well, changes, a bit of a look into the future, looking at the analytics a little bit, mostly what I do every month for the silver member tier and up, but it'll be public for everyone to see, and it'll be about the entire year. Obviously, if you're a member or considering becoming a member, there's also going to be a December specific video just for members, just like there will be every month. And maybe for once, I'll not forget to do the showdown video as well. I've missed 2 weeks, so I need to do one that's maybe like a bit longer or something this week, which is going up tomorrow. This button is down below. You can press it if you want. You don't have to. It's up to you. I'll see you guys back with that Rayman video, or live stream, really. Oh, I still need to figure out a plan for the live stream, because it's a new month, so it's a new community challenge. I'll see you guys back whenever. Bye.